bloomer, and I firmly believe in the 10,000 hour rule, that it takes 10,000 hours to master any skill. I have taken a stand-up comedy class 3 times now from the fabulous Tony Calabrese. So that means I have just 9,946 hours to go before I kill as a comedian. I've been a pediatric oncologist since 1990, so I already kill as a doctor. When I tell people I'm a pediatric oncologist, everybody has the same response. They say, oh, that must be so hard. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, so I tell them more than 80% of children with cancer will go on to be cured. Yes, more than 80% of those Make-A-Wish kids grow up to be cancer survivors and potential celebrity stalkers. As a boomer, I'm a late technology adopter. I would still be using my BlackBerry, but they went out of business. I'm not sure why. Just recently, I learned how to tap instead of swipe a credit card. The nice checker at Trader Joe's taught me how. He said, approach the pay pad like you're meeting a new dog. You go in slowly, and you hover. Who's a good dog? You're a good dog. It works every time. My kids are millennials, so they don't like to talk on the telephone. The last time I called my older son before texting him first, he answered accusingly, oh, so you're cold calling now. My younger son, when I cold called him, he asked, did somebody die? Are you okay? Well, I have been limping for the past 11 months. I injured myself the Saturday after last Thanksgiving. I was really excited to go to Jazzercise to burn off those extra holiday calories, but I tore a tendon in my hip. Not at Jazzercise, getting dressed for Jazzercise. Because, of course. So I had an MRI, and that showed a torn tendon in my IT band, bleeding into the muscle, and gluteal atrophy. Gluteal atrophy means my butt was smaller. But only on the right side, and you could only tell by MRI. Then I was so excited when I finally got to go back to Jazzercise and be with my people, including some women of a certain age named Deborah and Debbie, like me. Did you ever notice nobody under the age of 40 is named Deborah or Debbie? Let me tell you the story. Back in the day, parents named their kids sometimes after the famous Hollywood stars like Debbie Reynolds, Deborah Kerr. Probably most of you never heard of these people. Then, in the late 70s, a gem of a movie came out called Debbie Does Dallas. After that, no parents wanted to name their sweet baby girl Debbie. If you haven't seen the movie, don't look it up on YouTube because it'll really mess up your algorithm. Unless your algorithm is basic porn, and then you do you. Speaking of watching things for entertainment, my younger son lives nice segue. My younger son lives in Brooklyn, and he'll sometimes go to hear the open mics. He said the comedians, they're all in their 20s. The guys talk about dating apps, and the women talk about their vaginas. Now, I will not talk about dating apps and vaginas. None of you want to hear my views on those subjects. But I will talk about poop. Because, yes, poop is a fact of life. They taught us in med school the world is covered in a thin layer of poop, and it's called the fecal veneer. You're welcome! Now, you can't, well, actually, right now I'm trying not to think of the fecal veneer while I hold this mic far from my mouth. But you can't see it, but if you could, the whole world would look like RFK Jr. You're welcome. What is up with RFK Jr. and his Maha plan? Doesn't Maha sound like something a scary villain would say? Maha! Like Vincent Price doing the voiceover for Thriller. See you next Wednesday. Moving on. So now this is the time I get up on my soapbox. Okay, I don't understand why RFK Jr. is so opposed to vaccines that effectively prevent infectious diseases and save millions of lives worldwide every year. He has criticized shots for COVID, measles, hepatitis B. Don't we think it would make more sense if gun safety was RFK Jr.'s platform? His uncle, John F. Kennedy, was shot. His father, Robert F. Kennedy, was shot. His boss, Donald W.T.F. Trump, was shot. I think he's going after the wrong shots. Sometimes people ask if any of my kids are doctors. No. My oldest is a social worker. My youngest is a comedy writer. And he's currently writing a musical comedy about Jewish sailors in the time of Christopher Columbus, and it's called Ahoy Vey! He's told me when he was really little that he doesn't want to be a doctor. He said it's a good job, but he doesn't want to do it. Then he got a little older, and he said, I wish I wanted to do it. Now he says, in his late 20s, I really need to marry a doctor. But not for the reason you think. No. He's not a gold digger. He just wants to marry a gal like his dear old mom. So, no, there's more. So he could have access 24/7 to sensible medical advice and prescription drugs. Do you blame him? He recently broke up with his girlfriend. It was a very tough breakup for me because I'd never met her, but I had already imagined her as the mother of my grandchildren. And I had told my kids, I'm going to retire as soon as I have grandchildren. And my youngest said, you're going to be working a long time. So, if any of you out there knows a nice single woman in the medical profession who's looking for a great guy, oh my God, I'm going to remember it. Okay. Hit me up on my socials or slide into my DMs. I don't even know what that means, so you need to come find me and we'll talk. Thank you everybody for coming out.